Let's get to the page. Turn my key. Oh, excuse me.
All right.
There we go. Check, check, check. 1, 2.
What up? What up? What up? Make sure I got this down. Lying all the way down over here.
Okay, they can hear us. Let me switch to me. So I can comment as myself. And now I'm going to share it to some groups. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How are you? Having all these wonderful, successful events happening in your life, okay?
It's about time.
It's about time. Please, you've been. It's just a re-up. Restart.
Yeah, you can say re-up.
It's a re-up.
Re-up is right.
Yeah. So we here for all of that.
Because life is interesting. All right, let's tag some folks in the comments.
Yes, sir.
Get them in.
I'm loving it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. Might have a little bit of extra sound in the background
When
of the process.
in a building that shares space,
Yours.
it happens.
That's what to be expected. So let me see. Some good stuff going on. It's excited. I'm like, the week has been going by so fast. I was like, what is today? Today is Thursday. Oh, wonderful. Thursday is my Friday.
It's
Thank
24
you,
days
Lord.
till Christmas.
I'm so excited. It's my
We
favorite
got
time
5
of
people
the year.
tuned in. Look
It's
at
my
that.
favorite time of the year. I love, when I say I love, it's like the butterflies. I love Christmas.
You love Christmas?
I love the holiday season. Let's just say that. I don't necessarily love Christmas, but I love the holiday season. You know, growing up in the city and all the lights and
Thanksgiving
everything.
was definitely a good week. I appreciated
I
that.
did too, I must say. Thanksgiving was phenomenal. Yes, that would be the key words I would use.
Yeah, for you, right? I'm going to just be quiet.
You were such a shit star.
I'm sort of what?
It was great. The weekend. Yes, it was. It was beautiful. Unexpected.
Yeah.
It was great.
What was great about it, Shay?
Huh? Because for the first time in my adult life, outside of my ex-husband, someone did something very special for me, and I appreciated it.
Nice.
Yep, and that's all that matters.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, while someone was enjoying their Friday night away, I was working pretty damn hard at a really nice event. And I want to give a big shout out to the birthday girls, Maxine and Alexandria.
Woo, sissy!
They came through and had a good time. Big shout out to Alfie, a.k.a. Asheen Folks. He definitely came through and celebrated. His fam came through.
Yes.
Shout out to all the Sagittarius that came through and had a good time.
They shut it down. Like, there was, like, I said, what? People can't even get in.
Yeah, there was people that couldn't get in, but I keep tell people, you got to be a member of MaineEventLive.com to find out the events before everybody else does.
Sure
and to buy your tickets in advance so you're not waiting outside trying to get in when you can't.
Yep. I'm a member. I subscribe.
Over 100 and something tickets sold in advance. The building's, it looks big, but it ain't that big. It just got high ceilings. So we only supposed to fit like 160 people in there.
Right. But you got outside, even though it was a little cold. But,
well,
you know.
see, when it warms up, we'll definitely be inside, outside.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
That's
I like
the
that
plan.
flow. I like that flow better. But you know. But it was great. And I heard nothing but amazing feedback. So shout out to you and the team, okay?
Shout out to Khalid, Grade 8 Security, for holding me down. I appreciate y'all. Even though you cost me money, I don't mind paying y'all because y'all do what y'all do.
That's what's up. But we are here at Dear Love and Loves, getting ready to give y'all some goodness, okay? Because we are currently, as we always say, we are not experts.
We are not experts.
We are not.
And this is episode 26 entitled, We Are Not Experts.
Dear we go. Making sure that we submit.
But we are two people that have what, Shay?
Been through some shit. That's a whole fact, okay? A whole fact.
Definitely.
All right. I don't know if I'm like too much into this space.
No,
You good?
You good.
You good? All right. Let's get it.
What's up, Tammy? We see you on the check-in.
TM's on the check-ins. On the ones and the twos.
For those tuned in right now, tag some friends, share it.
Please, by all means.
I have to share it to my page.
Absolutely. We're loving it. Always a good look. So we are not experts, but I'm looking forward to kind of just like diving into this whole process, all right? We had an 8 o'clock time slot. He's good to go.
Yeah, we're not gonna be too long tonight unless y'all keep piling in questions and stuff like that.
That's a fact. That is a whole fact. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just share this to some groups real quick and get them going.
All right, thank you. Sound like a plan, all right.
Tammy, you hear anybody else besides us? You're not hearing what's going on in the background, are you? Let me know in the comments, please.
Yep. Sounds like a plan. Let us know what it is, TT. Hello, my love. Always great to see you. It's a great look. Okay. I think I'll re-up on my wonderful.
Just you guys, so we good for now.
Sounds like a plan to me. Shout out to our wonderful sponsor, one of them, is Bklyn Shay with the One Hope Wine. That's a beautiful thing. And Her Temple Monologues.
Big shout out to Her Temple Monologues, who was also in the building deep, -1 on Friday.
I can't stand you.
It's all good.
Whatever. I was there in spirit.
Yes, she was, because that -1 brought 3 tickets.
Listen, I was there in spirit. She sure did.
You know, at least you were gone for good reason.
I was. And I was...
Somebody acting right, I guess.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful process.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Great. Whatever, Maine.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah. So, great stuff. What we got?
Big shout out to DJ Show, DJ Biz, and DJ John Jams for also holding me down on Friday.
Salute to you.
Like I said, it was a great night. We got more coming up, so make sure you're a member of MaineEventLive.com. That's MaineEventLive.com.
You got all that out?
Yeah, I got it all out.
All right. Are we diving in?
I'm about to. I'm still trying to get a couple more people in.
All right. Well, let's talk about something that is non-related but related to life in itself. So all this stuff in the news, and we are Dear Love and Lust podcast, okay? Episode 26, okay? Shout out to the number, the 26. So, Tiana Taylor, going around humping all these women.
That's her show.
Live on stage.
It's always been her show. Love it.
I mean, it was, I don't even know why, it's just because of the 2 women that they decided that they wanted to share videos of them both being women that were in distress and just needed some Taylor Love, okay?
Well, they got a lot of Taylor Love.
And her facial expressions and then the people behind them, priceless, okay? Priceless.
Now,
so,
I'm not going to say she a copycat. This is not why I'm saying it. But
Janet Jackson, thank you. You didn't have to tell me. Take a note out of the book. Take a note out of the book.
But it makes sense because,
Totally.
you know, Janet's a legend.
Yes.
And she taught us well.
How to roll around on that damn, what's that wheel she be putting them people on? She used to tie them up and put them up on that wheel and just go to town.
But what I like about Taylor's show is because she's a married woman.
Yes.
There's no dudes up on that stage.
Not at all. Not at all. She go for what she liked, though.
Shout out to Iman Shumpert for that great Dancing with the Stars win.
Listen.
He was the favorite right from jump. And shout out to Tiana Taylor for probably also helping to teach him while he was home after working out.
Listen, we here for it. But
with a name like Iman, you got to be very diverse in the arts and the things that you're able to do.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So
big shout out to him. All right, I think we about ready. Let's start to dive in. Again, welcome to the Dear Love and Lust podcast.
Yes, sir.
Today is episode 26. We are not experts.
Not at all.
The live edition.
This is definitely.
I am your host, Jumaine Maine Event Brown, and this is also my co-host and the lovely Shavina Bklyn Shay Richardson. And we here at Dear Love and Lust simply share perspectives from both a male, myself, and a woman, herself, in response to submitted anonymous questions regarding love, sex, and relationships. And then we'll have some various topics discussed as well, as you just saw or heard earlier.
Yes,
you ready to do question one? And why do they all say one? That is hilarious.
I don't know. It's hilarious, but that just goes to show it's 111. The importance of life, yes, and then some. Yeah, we gotta dive right into this one. So I'm doing this one. You want me to go?
Go ahead.
Go ahead at it. All right. So why is it that men can love women with no money or no house, no job, or anything to bring to the table? But as soon as a woman who got their stuff together want to love men with no money, no house, no job, or anything, it's a problem. So this is from Miss Tired of the Double Standard. She wants to know, why is it a problem that when a woman wants to, in a sense, build a man, okay, people got something to say. Like, he's using you.
Well,
he's this, he's
from
that.
the question and the fact that it's a woman asking,
yes,
I would assume that she's probably older.
Right.
She's probably lives in a nice house and lives by herself, or maybe she's had children already and they're going off and they're older. And she has met, you know, in her cougar state, a nice little prey to catch, and she's kind of falling for it. And her family, including possibly her children, are looking at her like she's crazy because he probably don't have no job. He probably broke. Might have been borderline homeless or couch hopping until he met her, and now he done put the PlayStation on the TV and the big screen in the living room. He done, changed the bath towels in the bathroom, and he's there.
He done did all of that.
He's all involved in there, and not working or doing it. Probably not even washing dishes.
Well, she doesn't mention any of that. She does say he doesn't have a house, he has no job, money, and
he probably don't even took the toilet seat down.
He don't even put the toilet seat down.
I don't even think
Maine that came up with like a whole synopsis of who this asshole might be.
Because for a woman to ask a question like this, and I'm being stereotypical, but
you are.
For a woman to ask a question like this to us, I guarantee she's dealing with some real garbage. But she don't care because she love him.
Whatever. So here is the question. She said, why is it a double standard? Why do you think it's a double standard? That's the question, man.
All right. I just need to make it more theatrical.
You had to.
I need to make
you
it
made
more
a whole scene.
I had to make it more theatrical.
Come on, y'all. Chime on this question, please.
I don't know if that's actually the case,
because Maine
but
is
I
up here
decided
concocting a whole damn synopsis of a story. I missed it.
So here's why it's the case. Because traditionally, since the beginning of time, men have been the one that's always have to be the one that goes after the woman, be the one that takes care of the woman, be the one that provides and does all the necessary things to make sure the home, family life, and the woman is stable. Times have changed, but minds have not.
Okay.
So the mentality of most folks is that a man should not be without a job. A man should not have a woman taking care of them.
Okay.
A man, an able-bodied man, a healthy man with all his faculties should not be having a woman take care of him in that manner. Get your behind up and go to work.
Okay. I mean, I'm here for that.
That's the traditional values.
Yeah, but you have also said in the past, because I love to bring up the stuff that you talk about in the past, that, he may not have his shit together right now, but he might be getting it together, and you just pass up on the opportunity of a man who potentially, is about to be the best person.
Answering the question.
I don't really care. I'm bringing it back around. Because you did definitely make these statements before.
I did.
And she sounds like, all right, he may not be there yet, but he might be checking off all the boxes that have to do with someone's emotional, because as a woman, for a grown woman is looking for what? Consistency, loyalty, somebody who can be present. All right. So you may not have all these materialistic things and things that later on you do need to assist with the process. This question? I did not. Because this is not my standards. But these are someone else's. And she just wanted to know, why is it a double standard? Because men clearly will date someone and that person may not have their things together, but they are so vested in that person, probably more so for the looks. Because I know women who can't cook, but I promise you to God, they got a man that is bawling and throwing stuff at them left and right, okay? And that to me is very interesting.
Here's another reason, right? Men are visual creatures, so usually until they learn better, men tend to fall in love with what they see as opposed to what a woman actually does and is.
Right.
Outside of that beauty and booty. When I was younger, there was a dude that used to say, you will never...
The story time?
Sort of.
Okay. We're here for it.
You will never, ever see an ugly woman without a man, but you will definitely see an ugly man without a woman.
Okay.
Because no matter what, a man is always going to chase after a woman and what she got between her legs, but a woman will never do the same.
Right, which hence the reason of the double standard. All right, so we're here for it. I mean, it's pretty clean cut. Their double standards exist because that's how society has made them. You know what I mean?
This is what he said. He said, you will always catch an ugly woman pregnant, but you'll never see an ugly man expecting a child.
That's a lie.
Unless he's rich.
It's a lie now because I promise you, social media have given these mofos the legs of all legs that they feel like they are just as good as everybody else. And it's fine because, I mean, visually, if you impacted, okay, too bad, for those that are, I don't judge because I feel like somebody who is not the easiest on the eyes, sometimes they treat you better than the person that is.
That's accurate.
Yeah, completely accurate. So, I think we're moving in the direction of upward and yondered. All right, social media has given men too much playtime. I think everybody, not just men. Let me just be specific about that.
Yeah, everybody,
because women are just as bad.
Women are just as bad.
They just as bad.
But yes, there is a double standard, and that's why, because of traditional values and ideologies that most people have been raised on.
Right.
But I will say this: in this day and age, and around these folks, and the culture of relationships in America, at least,
right?
It's very open-minded. You can do whatever the hell you want. Like, it is now cool to have more than one person in your relationship. It is now cool to share your husband and wife with another person. Like, there are people that...
You mean like it's socially acceptable?
Right.
Okay.
There are people that do this daily.
Would you do that? We asked about that before. You said no?
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm too territorial.
Right.
It's like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. You could.
I'm not that curious for threesomes. I'm not worried about.
I still want to experience the threesome with the dummy.
No,
right, with the dummy doll.
See, that doesn't count. That's not
real. It do count.
No,
How
it
is
does
it not real? How is it not real? I don't
care unless it's a talking doll. Even if it's a talking doll, it's still not. It's not a real person.
It doesn't matter. It's safe. It does matter. It's still a threesome.
Until you get electrocuted.
Is that?
It's not a threesome. There's no actual blood flowing through that doll's veins. There's no personality or soul there. It's only doing what you tell it to do or make it do. And that's not the same thing.
Whatever.
Threesome is 3 people. Human people.
Well, say human people because that is 3 people. I was about to say that is definitely still 3 people. Whatever. I don't care. My husband gonna be happy.
Your dolls come to life, I guess, in your imagination. Huh?
They must. They must. I want it to look like Shamden. All right. So we good with this question?
Even this lady, it's not a threesome because there's not somebody there other than you and your man. Exactly.
Whatever.
It's not a person.
It is a person.
No.
Lady, leave.
It's a fantasy.
Get with it. Get with it.
But it's not real.
It is real. It's real if you say that it's real. And then some. I think it's your thing is blocking half of my thing. Which way you gonna go? Up, sideways, around, and that. There you go. There you go. There you go. Take your stuff. Okay, cool. All right. So, are we moving on to the next question?
Are we ready? What we think?
Are you ready? I think we kind of like summed it up. Unless y'all got some more that y'all want to add to that.
Add in the comments. What
add
do you
in
think?
The comments.
Is it a double standard?
Double standard or not?
Men can date broke women, but women can't date broke men?
That is the question of the hour. Are you comfortable with dating somebody who don't have a job, who don't have a house, who don't have a car, who don't have any of the materialistic things that we need in society sometimes to function? And, from a female perspective, because a woman is saying, Ms. tired of the double standard, and she brought up the fact of how is it socially acceptable for a man to date a woman that has none of them things. But when a woman says, oh, he's at home, what is he at home doing? Nothing. Waiting for me to get home. He probably has cooked. He probably has cleaned.
He ain't done none of that.
He probably has been able to satisfy this woman in the bedroom. He probably has been able to do a whole lot of stuff that typically people, don't do. But he's able to check off all those type of boxes, but he ain't able to check over the other ones. So do y'all, would y'all be comfortable with that? That's what we asking. We want to know. Since this question was put it in the comments.
Also, tag some friends that you think will also be interested in today's episode.
Absolutely.
Share it. Share this live. Share this live.
And it is a threesome, Lady Lee.
It is not a threesome.
It is a threesome.
Not if the person does not have a damn heartbeat. It does not count.
Y'all don't... Okay, can we pose that question? Y'all really, truly believe that it's not a threesome if a person is not a human being? And you bring that person into your bedroom?
No, it's not a human being.
You think
it's
so?
A doll.
Whatever. I don't care.
It doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have a brain.
Matter.
It doesn't have free will. It doesn't have its own identity. It doesn't
Hi,
even
Kevin.
have a social security
what does Kevin
number.
say? He said, I don't care how much money you have or make. I think that's just unnecessary. Hello. Go ahead, Kevin. Yes. Okay? That is a factamundo. I agree with you completely. Completely.
Miss Lady Lee. If you gotta blow it up, put batteries in it, pump, and where it's not real, it's not real.
I'm sorry. How many of you guys, tune in, how many of you guys have had a threesome? I would like to know.
How many of y'all have had a threesome? That is a good question.
Real threesome, since clearly my way of a threesome doesn't matter. All right? So it seems. But we're going to find out.
All right, let's move on.
All right, are we? You sure?
Yeah, we'll move on.
All right, go ahead.
Today's second question.
On the episode.
On episode 26, we are not experts.
Come on, sir.
We're on the whole double standard thing, I guess, again.
Yes.
Why do women think that the bigger a man's penis size, the better the sex will be? Miss 6 inches is good with me. Wow, that rhymed. That's crazy. So, woman with a vagina.
With a vagina over here. I don't think size, for me, it has never mattered. It's all about the motion in the ocean and what he could do with what he got. Okay? Because my best have been people who are average. Not
what
somebody.
What is average?
Anything that's middle size. Okay? So I'm going to go like this. Average for me is, all right, you see this bottle?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to go right here. We're going to go right here. Okay? That's average to me. Which side am I talking about?
Side are you talking about? What side are you talking about?
Average to me is this side over here. Not necessarily that side. Okay? So from here, that's average to me.
Girth and everything.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Oh,
yes, I need the width. All right. So if you lack in length, you definitely need to compensate in the width. All right. And the thickness of that meat. Okay. And then how to move with the process. So me is 6 inches is good for me.
So 6 inches is good for you?
I would say so. Give or take with a little 6.5.
How deep?
6.5. Because I've said it before. People who have a lot of assets need someone who's able to. So you may not have the length, but you have the pressure and the impact that is needed in order to satisfy that person. Because I need all of that. I can't deal with nothing less.
So size does matter.
No, it has nothing to do with what I just said. It's pressure. So you may not have necessarily your full thing.
So if somebody is about that,
but they thick, and they could hit right
this
there.
This could work inside of your vagina.
Typically, women, please chime in.
This work inside your vagina? This thumb length.
If what he is doing is stimulating more so my clit, okay, my clitoris, than anything else, ultimately my goal is to nut, okay? It's to nut, period. So if it's to nut, you hitting the G-spot, you making me feel good all over this type of stuff, what the fuck? You did what you came to do.
Shout out Carmelie, I see you on the check-ins.
Did you come to play? No, you didn't come to play because you're satisfying every ounce of my essence. If that is something that you're doing. But I've had people who have been entirely too big and it's painful. It's like, it's not entertainment in itself. Because if I got to do acrobatic shit on top of your stuff and I'm not that acrobatic, okay? This older self of Shavina, Shay, I'm not. All right, and
so
I
believe if you Google women and their vaginas, they're an average of 3 to 6 inches inside anyway.
I have dated like that.
So looking in some of the comments,
come on now.
So we got someone. Carmelie says 6 is good for me.
Right. Come on now.
Lady Lee says the size will not always bring you the grand prize.
Hello.
Tammy says pencil not bad.
Right. Mm-hmm. Come on now. And we got Mo on there.
Mo says size don't matter.
It don't matter.
Men can't talk. This is a women only.
Yeah, but size does not matter, Mo. You said that right. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. And shout out to Mo on the check-in. All right.
Means
yes.
more than the size.
We got December 4th at the Linda. Get your tickets now. Okay. Sidebar. I'm sorry. We're gonna interrupt real quick for the schedule program. All right. We're going to be at
Naughty or Nice.
Commercial Shay. Yes. Naughty or Nice at the Linda. We need y'all to get those tickets, cop them now. We know people gonna wait till Friday because that's when most people getting paid, today, tomorrow, something like that. So get those tickets and come out and support over at the Linda. I'm gonna be co-hosting. For whatever reason, Mo decided that he wanted me to be Team Nice, okay? But, just like I Am Self was saying in his piece, all right? So you gotta check out the promos that's going out. Pretty much, I'm nice at being naughty. There we go. That's a good concept, right? I know. All right. Anyway, getting back to this. Penis size. So what would you say you are? Are you average?
I'm definitely average. I am not big at all.
Okay.
I am not huge.
And that's not an uncomfortable question because people typically ask these questions now because they ask women, are you wet? Are you dry? Do you need lube? Okay? So these are the questions that people be asking. And it's not uncommon. Do y'all get asked those questions? I need to know. Yes, definitely need to know. Are you considered wet? Or are you considered the Sahara Desert?
Yo, she's on one right now. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that One Hope wine.
Shout out to our
whoever
sponsor.
reminded her of that sickness that she just pointed out on that damn bottle.
Whatever. Ain't nobody remind me of nothing. I was just sharing. It was a question. It was a question.
It was.
That was a right conversational piece to have.
It's
right?
raining outside.
It is.
I'm
raining.
sure somebody would not complain about 6 inches right now if they were in some cuddle mood needed to, there was a little thunder and lightning out there earlier.
It was, and that's sometimes the best time to have with people. Mm-hmm. Did you notice?
And pregnant
and then we got it.
So I will share this one story, right? So I have a friend.
All right, this is story time.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Nice, lovely young lady who thought she wanted somebody with a huge member, and she thought she was gonna. How can I put this delicately? She thought she was going to handle it, but she only ended up damaging herself.
How she damaged herself, Maine? Do tell.
So, now I don't know exactly how, but I'll just say this. If the cervix isn't supposed to break open, is it? It's not a hymen, right? So this is what she thought mentally, right?
Good.
So mentally, what she thought is, okay, it is huge. So I won't let him get on top, but I'll get on top of him. That way I can control how it goes in and out. It didn't work out for her too well.
Do cheer.
Especially because,
do cheer.
He definitely got a little more excited than she was ready for. But her dumb self and prideful self was trying to hold on and prove that she could take it. So I want to give a big shout out to Big John out there in LA. He has a nice little YouTube skit that he does, where basically a woman comes over and spends the night, and he tries to warn her before they do anything. Like, look, you're gonna need a wheelchair, and you're gonna need about a 2 to 3 week window recovery time. That's what happened to homegirl.
Oh my! Split from the rooter to the tutor.
Tears.
Oh my! See, none of that is good.
None
of this is good. That's what I'm saying. Really, it does not. Size does not matter. You're not gonna have better sex with somebody who got this big, mandingo and slinging it around from here to here.
See, the porn has a lot of people
I cannot.
Porn has a lot of people confused and misled.
Completely. Clearly, they are. We got.
Have you also noticed that most of the porn stars are short?
Both men and women?
Like, they're not. There's only a couple that, like. There's only a couple that are actually, especially men.
Yeah, I would say like they like average size. I've never, because I watch porn that has both women. So I would say the women are typically average size. I don't like watching, the regular jugular way. Okay. And how it goes. So I'm more turned on by women. So, and it's a very interesting spot. Now, let's get into this real quick, because I know what I just said.
Are coming for whoever is dating or committed to Bklyn Shay.
Whoever's committed to me is just happy. They happy as hell for the ones who commit right.
But again, no, I'm just saying, the most of them are short. So in camera, they look taller than they actually are, bigger than they actually are, because most of the cameras are using wide lenses.
Right.
So you get deceived to believe that somebody that's actually maybe 7 or 8 inches is looking like they 12 inches.
Oh.
Somebody with a little bubble booty is looking like they got, BBL surgery.
Really?
You can do it on your phone sometimes. If you have the newer model phones, it shows you wide, telescopic, normal views. You can see how it just changes the dynamic of whatever you're trying to photograph. So,
if you are bold enough, because this is Dear Love and Lesson, we grown, right? We about to have a red cup conversational piece real quick. All right. So it's not story time for me. But if you bold enough and you have ever had the opportunity of being behind me, I would like to know, what was that like for you? Post that in the comment section and tell me and the world. What? I would like to know. What does it look like to you? How is that scope? What does that play out for you? How did that play out for you? You know what I mean?
So basically, it's not the sexual stuff you're talking about. You just generally behind.
The sexual thing too. You can add that if you want to. I'm not ashamed of whatever process somebody done had with me. But I would like to say, what did that look like to you? Okay, please, in the comment section, share. I would like to know if it's clearly in my past.
Why?
Clearly in my past. I would like to know, what was that like? All right.
Broad.
You know what I'm saying?
Cheeky.
Did you feel that there was like a mothership there? Like what was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, did we land appropriately? Did the arch, did that happen for you appropriately? Like, share. Do tell. All right? I would like to know.
Shout out to One Hope Wine.
Yeah.
For stimulating this conversation.
So One Hope Wine did not stimulate this conversation.
Or whatever vodka or flavored alcohol.
That is not the case. We are having an adult conversation.
Yes, we are.
And this is Dear Love and Lust. Like, we're not here for no boring time. Here to entertain. What's going on with your camera? Who knows?
Nothing.
Something happened just now. I don't know what it was. All right. Share, and share alike.
No, it's bad. It probably just signal went out.
All right. So, again, here we go. Are we done with that question?
I guess so. We can go.
All right, let's move it on.
Clearly.
Mr. Ready to Marry. This is the question I'm here for, okay?
I'm
here for this question.
Sex. Yay!
Nothing to do with sex. All right. Is buying a ring the only way to officially propose to a woman? I want to buy property as an engagement gesture, but will I still need to get a ring on top of that? Mr. Ready to Marry. Mr. Ready to Marry, if you have not already met your person, listen here. Because this is my type of shit. Right here. Fuck the ring. All right? If this is what we doing together, collectively, the ring will come. Clearly, you can afford that. All right?
So
I'm here for that. I'm here for that. That's a great gesture, and it's a great way to change up the traditional values of like, what is the symbolism behind this damn ring? What is this ring gonna do for us? No, we about to build.
So as far as I know, the engagement ring was not a thing until the late 1800s, where I think the company name was De Beers. I could be wrong, but De Beers put out a marketing advertisement. Back then, it wasn't called advertisement; it was just called, flyer stuff. Little spot in the paper, and they basically promoted the diamond ring as being the perfect gift to propose, to engage, for an engagement to the woman that you want.
Okay. We here for that.
So, modern day times, every kiss begins with
right. Okay.
That jewelry store.
That one.
There are a lot of different jewelry stores that basically have ran with that and just made it where that was the thing to do. Before diamond rings, guess how you were able to marry most people? By going to the male of her, the father of her family.
Dowry, yes.
And you had to offer something, land, cattle, or something of value on top of your promise to take care of that daughter of the dad. And the dad could tell you no or demand more before you even got a chance or the hand. Traditionally, that's how it used to be. In many cultures, not just American,
right.
Eastern European, African, Asian. Okay. Asian, I think, is even still like that. In some of these other cultures as well. Like, no, you're not getting my daughter without giving me something of value or proposing something
right.
that has monetary substance. So the land thing is probably the good way to go.
I would agree.
Especially if that woman has a parent or family or father with some traditional values.
Right.
And then I think it also sets her up because if anything happens to you, she has something of value to fall back on.
That's a whole fact. Shout out to TGIF, Mr. Craig, out here.
Checking?
Yeah. Well, no, not so much on the check-in.
Oh,
the
yes,
fact
I
that
saw
him,
that.
Said that that's what he did for their anniversary, purchased, what they needed to purchase and opened up the business together.
That is dope.
All right, so that was dope. All right, so shout out to TGIF on that one. We here for all of that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, people got to think outside the box. Like, if you know this is the person you plan on being with for the remainder of your life and this is what you guys are committed to. So it's like, get those businesses popping. Point blank, period. All right? Stay out your feelings and, move accordingly into the world of what you need to move accordingly into. Would you agree? I would agree with that.
Shout out, Mickey. So your question was, is it just her property? I believe it would be just her property.
Yeah. And I mean, and even if
it would be in her name.
It would be in her name because clearly he wants to do that. Because then that makes more sense, of course. However, they're going to end up being together. He's doing it right. It's like anything purchased around the time that you guys end up getting together, that becomes collectively yours. But that in itself would be hers. So I would say yes.
Carmelie said it depends on the girl. She doesn't need a ring, which is accurate.
That's a fact.
You need to know the woman that you're actually trying to propose to.
Exactly. Because most people do not care. If they love you, they love you. They're not worried about no damn ring. I'll tell you that much. That's a whole fact. All right, what we got? So we agree with that one.
Yeah, I think
all right.
Property is a good way to go. However, it just depends on the person because some people may not have that level of understanding. Some people may look at it as a burden instead of a blessing. So you just have to make sure you know the woman that you're proposing to. That's
a fact. All right, let's see. Word, because back in the days, this is from Miss Lady Lee. She was like, you needed to bring a land or cow to your father, nothing for the lady. There we go. That is how it went back in the day. That's a whole fact. So now, where we at? Any questions on that one? Anybody want to pose a question? I believe Tammy came up here. She has something.
She did have a question.
She has something. You going back to her?
her?
The why do?
So Tammy had a question. Why do women get mad at the women, but don't come for the man who was doing the cheating? There's a term for it.
Go for it.
I'm guessing right now, so it's not accurate, but you look it up. But it has to do with the displacement of anger. So, homegirl catches her man cheating.
Come on now.
She sees the girl that she cheats. Instead of beating the man up, she goes and beat the girls up. Usually that happens because it's easier to beat up the girl than it is to beat up the dude. One reason. Two, there's a belief that the woman knew that he had a girl. And if you were still willing to do what you did, which caused him to cheat, then you need your ass beat. Those are just a couple things that come to mind. What do you think?
I believe people will beat people ass 24/7. Beat on.
But why do you think the women get mad at the other woman instead of...
Because it's an ego and pride thing. And it's the feeling like for you got something of mine. How dare you? Like, however,
the audacity.
The audacity, all right, the goals of you to think that you can have something that belongs to me. And it goes back to property. People believing that people are property when in actuality, you're not. And that you don't control anybody. People gonna do what they gonna do regardless. So it's like you could believe that you have the best relationship in the world. You are the creme de la creme of someone's life. And that person still cheats on you. How does that play out? It plays out for the simple fact that people are fallible. People make mistakes. There's such a thing called temptation. Some people fall victim to it, or they use that as an excuse because some people are just full of shit. But for the people who really have good intentions that end up falling for certain things, and a woman in this instance would go after the other woman, those are the things that you say, sis, choose wisely, move wisely, and check his ass instead of checking the person on this side. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for all of that. I'm like, I'm always going to check the man. I'm not coming for no female about anything, because your alliance is with me, not with her. And her alliance sure ain't with mine. So, yeah. I would say that part right there. That part.
So we both been cheated on.
We both have. Yes, we have. And how did that make you feel?
I was not mad at the other people. Except for one person.
Okay.
But it had nothing to do with the fact that they were cheating with that person that I was with. It had to do with the fact that they previously accused me of cheating with their girl years ago. And it was farthest thing from the truth.
So do you believe that people blame you or accuse you of something that they already out there doing?
Sounds accurate to me.
Sounds accurate to me too. Because my ex-husband used to be like, oh, you in school now? Oh, you're going to have all these boys, these men's looking and wanting to talk to you. He was right. It was a fact. However, I'm a committed woman, and when I'm in a marriage, you're not my man, you're my husband, okay? So given the fact that you're my husband, and we set these rules, these regulations, these value systems, the type of woman and how I was raised, I'm not stepping out on you. We have 3 children. Like, there's no way that I'm doing any of this. I'm here to make my life, our lives better, right? But when I decided to stop being a stay-at-home wife and go to school, the whole fucking shit, it was like the record has scratched. Ricka. Oh, you want to do what? Oh, I'm sorry. No, we can't do that. But he was out there at the bus company he worked for, giving all his assets to whoever would appease him. Okay?
So here's a question, right? I was going to save it for next time. But there was a question that was asked online.
Yep.
What is a sensible time frame before it is acceptable for a man to cheat on his wife because she is not engaging in sexual activity with him?
What's an acceptable time frame? Put this up here because I'm watching the thing at the same time. For a man to cheat on his wife if she's not giving him the goods. Is that correct? I just want to make sure I heard that correct.
This was the question that was asked online.
Let's get this right. There is no timeline because you are in a committed relationship, a marriage. Okay? So either you going to go directly to your spouse. He's talking about how to keep buffering and timing out. If you're gonna go directly, that's what I'm talking about. Do it show up on your thing? Okay. Houston, we have a problem. Sorry, we got too many people in the building tonight, so it's gonna keep buffering. We are live, so if it keep going in and out, again, we can't control that. But either way. So I feel that there's no respectable time frame for you to do that. You need to then leave the situation because clearly you're not happy. She's not meeting your needs. He's not meeting your needs. Whatever it might be, whoever the partner is, whatever. Before you step out on your person, unless the person can't perform and they now are giving you a pass to do that. But when you're in a marriage and this is something that you signed up for, you need to work it out with your person before you decide that you're going to invite somebody else in there to take care of your needs.
So here's what's based on the meme that was accompanying the question is basically the wife is saying, no, not tonight, we're not in a mood. And the husband is responding, but it's been 3 weeks. When are you going to be in a mood? So the question is asked, what would be a sensible time frame before he is able to step out?
He has none.
Listen,
I'm sorry. It was a trigger. But go ahead.
If it was a year, 3 years of no sex.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
With your wife that you married. If it was 6 months, 3 months of no sex with your wife.
You went too far. Why would you wait that long? Why would you wait that long to communicate that your needs are not being met?
No, she knows because every time you're trying to get some, she's telling you no.
You need to go. That's abuse. That's abuse. I'm sorry. And I'm not joking when I say this. And I have a very high sex drive. I need sex like 5 times a day. And if you cannot meet that, I can at least say maybe 2.5, 3 or whatever, but I need it. It's like your drug, a good one.
So if your husband was telling you
my husband was telling me no.
And no and no and no.
Consistently.
When would you decide that you might need to go and cheat?
I would not need to cheat. I will leave him. We couldn't be together. Because I need somebody that can handle what I need to be handled. And I'm not going to accept anything
What
less.
if everything about the relationship was great and awesome, you actually love and care this person, but he just does not want to have sex?
Well, then that would say eventually there's a problem. Because why would you want to have sex with somebody that you love unless you just really have no desire? You have lost desire. Now we need to go to a doctor. We need to go to a doctor and figure it out then. Because at some point, we ain't going to be able to perform collectively. So while we still have life in us and blood in us and things that we want, I don't think it's obsessive for me to say I want sex 5 times a day. It's not to me. So I'm like, do not come bark up this process over here if you cannot do anything for me. That's it. I'm sorry. And I can compromise. So 3 times.
Looking in the comments, okay. Let's see what we said. Yeah, why are you staying with a relationship you're unhappy?
Right, you clearly are unhappy.
Get a divorce if you aren't happy. If things are not that good, then leave before you cheat. Marriage is for the good and the bad. If it's too much bad for you, then separate.
Right, time to go. Time to go.
Why are they saying they are cheating?
Yeah, like, get out of it. What would you say that
now,
for?
This is the most reasonable one for me. Shout out to Mickey for this one. A conversation needs to take place of why the person doesn't want to engage.
Exactly. Completely.
So if the person, and y'all had a conversation and the spouse gives whatever reason that they're not to engage, it doesn't even seem promising that you will be having sexual relationships. Yeah. However, your relationship is amazing outside of that.
Yeah. Listen, shout out to everybody in the check-in, because they pretty much agreeing with what we were talking about earlier, and definitely my part, when we saying about, if you're unhappy, leave. Okay? Like, you don't have an option to cheat. If you need to cheat, then you should have already solidified you don't want to be with that person.
So, listen, I got a homeboy, right? He's married. His motto is, I don't cheat, I get permission.
Well, if she giving him a pass, give a pass.
And then the other motto is, especially if they're approaching him, it ain't going to be no fun unless my wife can have fun with you. Miss Threesome.
I said I needed a blow-up doll. Was y'all here with me for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Tammy got some more questions up there.
We'll get to them with that.
So why do people feel it's necessary to put your personal business, meaning relationship or friendship, on social media instead of talking to the person they have a problem with? All right, so that probably will go into our topics. You ready to go into our topics?
We can go with topics.
We're going to go into topics, so we'll start with that question.
And I apologize for any pause in our technical difficulties. The Wi-Fi in this building is being used by a lot of people, I guess.
Currently, yes.
Currently.
We are not alone. We are not alone.
No, right. We have visitors.
Right. So what would you say to that one, man?
Say that again?
Why do people feel it's necessary to put your personal business, meaning relationship or friendship, on social media instead of talking to the person they have a problem with? Because it's social media.
Here's what happens, right? So let's look at the start of social media and how it happened, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll go back to College Club, Black Planet.
Oh my gosh, MySpace, yes.
Twitter.
What was it?
Facebook.
Yahoo something, Messenger.
When you are able to post, they always ask you a question. And it's a very subliminal question. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling today?
Correct.
Post how you're feeling. What is your mood?
Yep.
What else? What other questions they ask?
Just whatever. It doesn't
just
even
in
matter.
general, they ask you a question, and that subliminally leads you to respond to that question.
Right.
And many people initially didn't really comment and post a lot. Mm-hmm. But then when they added more friends and their friends started posting, like there was a time where only thing that was being posted on social media was what you ate.
Right.
You remember all the pictures of food used to be all it. That was it. Now everybody want to post a picture of their food.
Correct.
Then it became outfits. What did I wear today?
Right.
Then it became announcements. Who got engaged today? Who got married? Who got divorced? Who's cheating? Who's this? Who's that?
And what typically gets the most views is the drama. Okay?
Right.
All the time.
So that's what I'm getting to.
Yep.
If you look at real life, and it mirrors social media, because in real life, No, they may not post it in real life, but they're talking about it. And they're talking about it to everybody that they can see or be in contact with. Their neighbors, their family members, their cousins, their co-workers. People that talk their business in person to their co-workers are more than naturally going to spill their guts on social media just as much, if not more.
That's a whole fact.
So it's not just because it's social media. It's just more people are able to notice it through social media. But people do this on a daily basis, in person, at work, at home, on the job, whatever. They just do it.
That's a fact, and then some. So I would say just because they can.
Right.
Just because they can. They will do that, period. So it's like, it is what it is. You gotta, if you put yourself out there on social media, you just gotta know that something might come back to you. Period. Correct?
Right. Miss Lady Lee says, if you want to be 100, you have to know or realize it has always been this way. Social media is just faster. True. Think about the newspaper. Things like Dear Abby, what you trying to say? The Roman days used to do it as well. Yeah, the Roman days back in the day. I don't know.
That's a fact.
Shakespeare is a perfect example of drama. Getting more attention than not. You know what I mean?
That is a true fact, Mundo. I'm saying that there just tends to be just a lot going on. I want to get back to what we started with earlier when we talked about topics, and Tiana Taylor being married and having her shows and grinding on women, licking on women, doing a whole bunch of stuff with women and.
But it's with women.
It's with women. But she is going to town on these women. Okay? So most recently than not, they had Bow Wow's baby mama up there, and the influencer with the weave, the long weave that does a lot of the fashion.
So Jada Chavez,
yeah.
She has a couple of baby daddies.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, because she have Chaba Future too. But anyway. So they up there on this stage, child, getting into like a Janet Jackson mode where she is on top of them and pounding. When I say pounding, that's pounding.
They're dry humping.
Completely.
Basically.
Dry humping. And Tiana Taylor looking like she in between a Grace Jones and somebody else with that facial expression she got going on. And socially acceptable. It is what it is. People have been sharing and sharing and sharing like nobody business. So, your take on that, Maine? How do you feel?
It's entertainment.
Entertainment. Period.
And,
would a man allow somebody to dry hump them on stage? Why? Or is it just sexy when a woman does it?
We'll go back to the whole double standard.
Get back to it, and we are not experts. We just two people that done been through some shit. Go ahead,
A married man is more than likely not going to have a problem with his wife grinding up and kissing up on somebody beautiful and attractive. As a performance in a show.
Okay.
But typically, if there was a man that she was doing it, then there might be an actual issue or problem. Generally speaking.
Okay.
There are some very conservative men who might have a problem with her doing it. But then they probably wouldn't be married to a person like how Tiana Taylor is, because Tiana Taylor is not really a conservative young woman.
She's not for everybody.
You know what I mean? She's a very free, vivacious, beautiful, sexual, sensual person.
That's a whole fact.
From what I have seen. I don't know her personally.
That
I just
is a
know what
whole fact.
is put on display for entertainment and online and all that good stuff.
Good. That's a fact. Hold on.
Yes, it is sexier when women do it. Shout out to Sequina Simone.
That is a fact. That's
Who
a fact.
else?
We got Tammy. She did that one. That was back like with the old question. She asked something in regards to like the job thing.
I'm so tired.
I know you done up here. You yawned 100.
I'm yawning. I'm tired.
31 times. He yawned 31 times.
Probably
I was counting. I was counting in my head. I said one more time. Go ahead on, because he almost caught me out there, had me doing it with him. But it's okay. But we are definitely...
I work hard.
Yes, you do. You do. You do a lot. And most recently, you have done a lot.
A lot.
A lot, okay? Booked and busy, as I like to call Maine out here, doing what he do. So, pretty much, those were my topics. I don't know if Maine had anything else that he wanted to add. For this wonderful We Are Not Experts type of deal, double standards and everything, and then some. We thank you guys for being on the check-in for sure on live, because we here for that part. But what you got? You got anything extra?
So
yes, sir.
We have a few things that we will discuss further that are a little more serious. I try to keep this lighthearted.
Right.
I'm not going to talk about it today because we don't have much time left. But, you know, dealing with volatile relationships is something we will address in upcoming episodes. Because there are a lot of people in volatile relationships, and some of those relationships lead to very tragic and traumatic situations.
That is a fact.
A lot of times, those things continue and do happen due to lack of communication, due to lack of understanding, and fear.
That's a fact.
So, mine's topic is not necessarily a topic, but more so a statement. Do not allow your fear to limit you from enjoying your life to the fullest. Focus on the things that benefit you more than you focus on the things that do not.
Come on.
Because when you do not focus on the things that benefit you, you only see the miserable, challenging, disgusting, heartbreaking aspect of your life. And in the moment, it seems like it's bigger than Jupiter, but it's actually a Pluto.
I know that's right. Go ahead, don't.
Actually, it's not even Pluto. It's a star. It's not even a star. It's a reflection of light. So anybody that's out there thinking that their life is miserable or they're dealing with a whole bunch of crap and it doesn't seem like life is promising, do not allow that moment of feeling to manipulate you from forgetting every other blessing that you have and enjoy in your life. Because there's a lot more to life than what you're going through in that moment. Because, you know, I'm 43 years old. Just today was a challenging day at the day job.
Yep.
That was a couple hours. Compared to 43 years of living. It's not the end of the world. It may feel like it, but it's not.
Okay.
And that's literally all I gotta say.
I know that's right. Maine done went there and then some, and I love
Tammy,
all
you
of
hear
that.
other people? Yeah, that's why we cutting today's short.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. We are clear about that. Okay. That we can. Yes, we can. I hope you can hear the whole conversation so that it could play back just in case they talking about somebody. Okay, because goddamn it, if we ain't batting 1,000 right now,
But
right,
that's
with
the whole point. That's the whole point.
This right.
What I just said.
Right. The whole point of what he just said. Okay, because clearly we addressed what was happening inside the process. Okay, but give two shits. Right.
Shout out to Miss Lady Lee. Do not allow a bad day to trick you into thinking you're having a bad life.
A whole process.
That's the point.
And we love all of it. Okay. So it's like when you dealing with so much that you're dealing with, it's like it's easy to go left. You know what I'm saying? And not maximize on your current situation of understanding like every day we get up is a blessing. Every time, every second is a blessing. And we genuinely, we come here, we do this for fun, you know, and entertainment in general. And a lot of our creatives and our people that we around that are DJs, that are artists, that are poets, whatever, musicians, comedians. It's like, shout out to y'all. Like, you don't even have to be here right now on the check-in with us, but you are. And we thank you for that. So it's like, for us to, after currently still dealing with COVID, but not to the degree when it first came out, it's a blessing to be able to even get out and about and just living your life. You know what I'm saying? Accurate. So we are thankful regardless to the chit-chatter, the clatter, the this. It doesn't even matter. We here. We showed up, and we thank y'all for showing up too. We're not experts, but we are bringing you something that we hope you are enjoying. Continue to provide us with these wonderful questions. Hit us up, Maine Event Live. You can find all the episodes there. This is episode 26. We want you to love, and like and laugh and this, that, and the third, so that we can continue to bring content to you guys completely, because it's what we're here for. All right? So, you got anything else?
Yeah, currently I'm still single, and Bklyn Shay is getting flowers and taking on trips out of town and all that good stuff.
I can't see.
So,
listen here. It is what it is.
Anybody wants to holler, you know.
Holla at me.
The DMs and inbox is open.
Oh, he is a mess.
If you're not my type, don't be mad if I tell you you're not my type.
He will tell you.
That's probably why I'm still single. It's nothing against you. I just know what I like and I know what I want.
Right. Clearly.
I'll be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet today.
Yeah, definitely do all that, okay, and then some. But don't be quiet. Maine is a great catch, and y'all holla at him. And I really want to do, if you are open to it, I really want to do a speed dating event, what we talked about. So we're gonna get to that, because we said we was gonna do it. We're gonna do it in the scope of Dear Love and Lust, okay?
2022 will be a lot of things stuff.
Yes, it's coming, but we can't wait. We're very excited about that.
New location might be definitely.
That's a definite. That's a definite. That's first and foremost. But it's just exciting. Everything's exciting. Shout out to, again, the amazing person that decided that they wanted to do something special for me, and I was not opposed to it, because it has never happened. Shout out to you. Because it was something so unexpected and just very, very thoughtful. So thank you very much. I appreciated it. And then some. And I got a nice little diamond necklace out of it too. So
oh my God.
Nice.
What? Bro.
I was like, what? Shock. So I didn't give my facial expression then, but I love butterflies, and as nice and petite as it is like,
I'm not convinced yet. I'm sorry.
Good
stuff, but I ain't convinced yet.
Whatever. I'm not here. We're not here for that. It was a gesture of you are deserving of. So, hello. I thank you. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
Give him some yet?
No, Maine.
No, Maine.
My God. Get a necklace, and you just gotta just drop the drawers.
You ain't gotta. I'm just
Anyway, again, shout out to the person, and then some, private stuff. Lord of mercy.
I mean, story time. Story time
is story time, but my God, you went there, so I just, shared, and then some.
Maybe that's why we don't got no roses on display today.
Lord of mercy. I don't know about no roses on display, but I know we are going to wrap it up, and we're going to talk about what we need to talk about in terms of the upcoming events and different things like that. So, again, shout out to the wonderful person who thought I was special enough and appreciated me enough to do something very nice for Bklyn Shay, Shavina, who gives wholeheartedly to everybody else. So to just do something and have no expectations from me. So I want to make it clear, the person had no expectations from me whatsoever and did something, a nice gesture. So thank you.
Slow movie clap.
You know, man, whatever. We're here for it. That's probably annoying. Can you tell them that's annoying?
Good job.
Good job. So anyway, we have coming up at least Maine normally starts, but I'm gonna start. So this Saturday we have an event with Urban Guerrilla Theater, the U, doing it for the culture. Always Naughty or Nice event at the Linda, December 4th. So please get your tickets. I also on December 4th will be celebrating my 7th year anniversary at my day job, which is a social worker. So that's gonna be, it's number 7. 777 is really good, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm completely excited about that. And then special things throughout the day are happening on the 4th. So the 4th is big. My niece, it's her birthday as well, so I'm excited about that for her. Number 55. So good stuff for the little people and the big people. And it's also Jay-Z's birthday, so shout out to Jay-Z.
Shout out Hoover.
Okay, so we here for that. Brooklyn
Your
stand
favorite
up.
rapper's favorite rapper.
Exactly. And then on December 11th, down here at H.E.R headquarters, private event for those ladies that's looking to get into something intimate. We will be having a wine tasting / 7 o'clock. So it starts doors open at 7. We will begin sharply at 8 o'clock. And we will have a night of just special privileges and things up in here. And I will put that information out there because I have not, but it is private. So not everybody will get an invitation. But if you're interested in certain things, you will receive that invitation. And you could share on and add someone to add someone and add someone. That's December 11th. Then on December 12th, we're having
Playhouse.
Right. On December 12th, it's the 3rd annual Women's Empowerment Benefit put on by Jess and her team, and myself and a group of other wonderful ladies will be speaking about just various topics and building women up. And we have our H.E.R sister Shavina. She will be honored at that particular event. It's a virtual event, so please be sure to check in online for that as well. And then we have In Between, United Sisters of New York, which is the other organization I'm affiliated with and a part of. We have a couple of little things for Junior United Sisters happening also on December 11th, which I will plug y'all in that with that info as well. And Tammy's cooking for mostly every single thing. So shout out to the World of Eat Fried Chicken, who will be busy dropping in some stuff. Then we have birthday parties. No, I didn't see no comment yet. Should I see it? Probably not. Birthdays coming up for sure. Shout out to Lady Lee, Celeste, Rob, and Maxine for birthdays this month, who all happen to be members of H.E.R, Her Temple Monologue. So much love to everybody. And that's all I got currently right now outside of everything. If I missed anything, I'm sure Tammy will add it into the feed. So what we got?
Currently coming up for me is bedtime. And that's
can't.
about it. If you want to know more and see what else is happening, MaineEventLive.com. Follow me on all social media. At Maine Event Live.
Right.
Follow the Dear Love and Lust page on Facebook and the MaineEventLive.com website. MaineEventLive.com / Dear Love and Lust. It was an interesting day. I can see we've had some technical difficulties throughout the thing.
Yep.
But, you know.
It is what it is.
We'll see. Maybe next time we go live, we'll be at a different location.
That would be a whole fact, okay? With a broadband that can hold the amount of pressure that we are applying to the world. And then some. So, got some good stuff happening. Send
your questions to dearloveandlust@gmail.com.
Please do.
You can also inbox us on this Facebook page. Yes, Maine is tired today.
Yes,
so
he is. Yes, he is.
If I look tired, as I am.
And we just pushing through. We are pushing through. And
but when you go through and you push forward, you might make some things happen. Shout out to everybody that tuned in.
Absolutely. And this has been episode 26.
We are not experts.
All right. And we appreciate y'all.
Peace.